A quirky celebrity's McLaren F1 crashes in the UK, news on the next generation Land Rover Defender, and a possible 250+ miles per hour Lamborghini Aventador, plus we got commenter of the week. But first, we got a special announcement. If you hadn't heard, there's a new documentary out of one of the greatest drivers of all time, Ayrton Senna. It's called Senna. It's played around the world and a few select times here in the United States. But now its public debut is this Friday, August 12th, right here in New York City. It will be shown around the country eventually, but if you want to see it now, you have to be in New York. It's showing at the Sunshine Cinema at 143 East Houston Street, right here in New York City. Go to the link in the description of this show to buy your tickets. They are $13 a person, well, per adult. Now that said, the movie debuts on Friday, but on Saturday, the 13th, there will be a special car show outside the theater. Also, Fastlane Daily will be there. So think of this as like our first official meetup with fans. I unfortunately won't be there, I have to be at a wedding, but Alex, Roy, Leo, JF, and the crew will be. We will give further details on tomorrow's show about what time to meet the FLD gang. Just wanted to give you guys the heads up. Oh, and I'm Derek D, and this is Fastlane Daily. Whew, that was a long intro.
Next generation of performance is here. Royal Purple's new high-performance street motor oil, HPS. Fortified with zinc phosphorus anti-wear protection, HPS exceeds the demands of high-performance and modified engines. Magnified, HPS improves metal surfaces for longer engine life. HPS's high film strength frees up more power, reduces heat and wear, plus provides greater protection. The next generation of performance is here with HPS from Royal Purple, the performance oil that outperforms.
Let's start off the week right with news on the next generation Land Rover Defender. A legendary truck that's been on the road for nearly 65 years, the Defender has a long history you just can't ignore. See what I mean? You just can't ignore it. It's been reported that almost 60% of all Defenders built are actually still on the road today. That's what you call staying power. Well, according to EGMCarTech.com, we'll see the new Defender in concept form at this year's Frankfurt Auto Show next month. Land Rover's brand director John Edwards says the new concept is being debuted first to see how the world responds, and from there, they will modify the production version to fit the current market needs. As such an important part of the company, no one can blame Land Rover for trying to get it perfected. Now, who wants to go on a safari? Right? In New York City. Okay. Over to the UK, where we find news of a McLaren F1 crash. And this isn't any ordinary McLaren F1. It's Rowin Atkinson's, yes, also known as Mr. Bean. This is his personal ride. 3 weeks ago, he was on Top Gear discussing the car with Jeremy Clarkson. Well, according to local reports, the actor was driving on the A605 when he lost control, spun several times, and then hit a signpost. The car then caught on fire, but emergency service arrived quick and put it out. Mr. Bean was taken to the hospital and released after receiving just a few minor injuries. I don't know, he must have been looking for an M&M or something. Right, is that the candy he's always looking for?
He's always, there's like, he drops in the body.
Oh, yeah. That's an interesting looking human. And in our internet rumor mill, Lamborghini again. And this time, not the space program. Autoblog.nl has photos of what could be a 250+ miles per hour Aventador prototype. These photos snapped of the Aventador prototype show the car dressed in Bugatti Veyron rims and tires. The two companies have been known to work side by side as they are both owned by Volkswagen. But the new Aventador wearing these shoes tell us something important. The Bugatti Veyron wheels and tires cost a whopping $100,000 a set, as they are specifically designed to sustain speeds of upwards of 250 miles per hour for minutes on end. A hefty feat for road car tires, especially when F1 tires can barely handle that. So this Aventador wearing these wheels suggests the car has been conducting very high-speed tests. In our opinion, these shots are of an old prototype that Lamborghini no longer feels the need to cover. Since they obviously had to test the car at high speeds, they turned to their sister Bugatti and borrowed some socks and shoes, wheels and tires. They did this probably to not disclose the true wheel design on the prototype. So sorry folks, there's nothing to see here. Keep on moving. Go along. Nothing to see here. Except for what time it is. You guys know?
I think it's time for some answers, Derek D. Some real answers.
I was just going to get commenter of the week time.
Comment our show, yeah, commenter of the week.
Comments. You know, for commenter of the week, I usually stand up here, rip on a commenter for saying something asinine, prove them wrong, or make them look dumb, or etc., which happens often. But last week and this week, I'm feeling very generous and acknowledging the good comments. This one comes from a YouTuber named I Love Park. That's Park with a C. He loves Park. He said, yo, I had a crazy surgery. Hold on, I got it. Yo, I had a crazy surgery today, but asked my mom before I went under anesthesia to get my laptop ready so that I could watch FLD while coming out of anesthesia and while relaxing, because this is the only show that I can actually watch whenever. You guys are awesome. Now, some of you might be saying, oh, come on, Derek, he lied about surgery just to get a t-shirt. Well, I don't know if he did or not, but who would lie about that anyway? Plus, he didn't say the typical, send me a shirt because you feel bad for me or something like that. So if you did have surgery, let's give the guy a break, and why not send him a Get Well t-shirt? So I Love Park, you're getting a t-shirt, and we think you're awesome for watching the show. Fastlane Daily, making the world a better place, one t-shirt at a time. There should be like music going on behind me when I say that. Fastlane Daily, making the world a better place, one t-shirt at a time. It's good. Well, anyway, that'll do it for Fastlane Daily today. I'm Derek D, and I hope you guys are feeling better than I am. I'm sure you can tell I'm a little bit under the weather. Although, why do people say under the weather? Isn't every human on Earth right now under the weather? Unless you're in a plane.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, even if you are above like clouds, it's still weather.
Yeah, so we're all under the weather.
The vacuum of space.
I just don't feel well. For Defender, a possible 250 plus miles per hour. A quirky celebrity's oh man, sorry.
Ow, we're living in the fast lane, baby.